Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Carlos King. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea, free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast, free to follow me on the Tickety Tack at Anonymous Tea Podcast, free to follow me on the Instagrammies at Anonymous Reality Tea, free to share everywhere, free to like the video so the video gets out to the algorithm, free, you guys, to share with your friends, your family, and your foes, you guys. So let's get into it. Carlos King had his reality TV recap, y'all. And I'm just going to try to go over as much as I can in my allotted time. So he had on first, you guys, Ebony Williams, formerly of Real Housewives of New York, y'all, to break down the Karen Huger case and the DUI. And we predicted this, you guys. We talked about this. We talked about how Carlos King was going to ignore what was going on with Maurice and his DUI and everything else and ignore the entire case, but it was going to be full court press regarding Karen Huger, talking about he had to get advice from his team on who to have on to discuss this. What? No. Literally spent practically like a half hour trying to do a full breakdown of the case, whether or not her sentence would be reduced, whether or not, how the show was going to go on, and, how did Karen escape jail time and all this and that. And Carlos King's like, wow, you're very educated. You're very knowledgeable. And I'm like, boy, bye. How is it that you could be the biggest hypocrite, you guys? Oh, by the way, no Married to Medicine talk, y'all. Still no acknowledgement of Dr. Heavenly's comments about the LGBTQ community. Nothing, zilch, nada. Even Simone said something on Watch What Happens Live last night. Nothing from Carlos King, you guys. Nothing. Still nothing as well. We're going on, at least a month and some change of Mel's departure from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Nothing from Carlos King. No acknowledgement. It didn't exist. What I want to talk about, though, is Claudia Jordan getting on there. The person who, was formerly on TGIF with Carlos King's other friend, Funky Dineva. That Claudia Jordan, apparently, her and Carlos King are still very close, are still very much besties and all of the things, and, still are in contact. So Claudia Jordan was talking about what projects she had going on. And then the bulk of the conversation turned into Real Housewives of Potomac. And I found some interesting things that she was saying. Claudia Jordan was reading, but I felt like, this could be applied to Carlos King and his shows as well. And basically was saying that people that there have been fans who have been trained to, quote unquote, believe the fake reality that people are presenting on reality TV. And I was like, wow, that's very interesting. And then also, y'all, threw shade at the Southern girls on reality TV, basically saying that they're phony, they're fake, but then also said in the reality TV space as a whole, people that want to quote Bible scriptures and make us forget about how horrible of a person you are. Quote Bible scriptures, quote Bible verses, and have us forget that you're cheating on somebody, have us forget the crimes that you're committing on somebody. And then she threw out there as well about reinforcing the negative behavior and that there is no accountability, you guys. No accountability, no responsibility in any capacity, y'all. And then said, because there was a comment that highlighted this as well, but Claudia Jordan also spoke on it, about people who are doing too much self-producing of reality TV shows, doing too much self-producing, trying to dictate what they will and will not talk about, and trying to, engineer certain things, right? Then also, y'all, Dustin and Claudia Jordan talked about RHOA season 9 and talked about Phaedra Parks. And guess who was on the mute challenge, y'all? Guess who did not want any parts of that conversation? None other than Carlos King. After Dr. Heavenly just admitted on Gary with the T that Carlos King told her how to produce Phaedra and what to do and what not to do. Now we have Dustin and Claudia Jordan talking about Phaedra, how they don't like her, how she's fake and all this and that, but how she's quote unquote good for reality TV, how there was no closure with what happened with RHOA season 9, and how she's being rewarded because she's got to go on The Traitor, she's got to go on Dancing with the Stars, she's now got to go back on Real Housewives of Atlanta after her stint on Married to Medicine, and they're curious to see whether or not she's going to be held accountable for what happened on season 9. Well, here's the thing. Candy's not there. Candy isn't there. And I keep saying this, and I've been saying this since this happened, since I've been on this platform, is that they made a mistake. Fine if you don't want to film with Phaedra and Phaedra's not coming back season 10. But there should have at least been a closure scene between Candy and Phaedra. One last opportunity for Phaedra, whether she was going to apologize or not, whether she was going to admit to anything or not. We needed to close the loop on the storyline. Because what ended up happening was everybody kind of just got all their reads and all their drags out on Portia, because really Portia was the main one who obviously said it on camera, repeated everything on camera, and his sis admitted that she knew it was a lie, that she knew it wasn't true. But Candy still forgives Portia. Still hangs out with Portia, still goes out with Portia to different things, but it's curtains. It is cancel Christmas on Phaedra, y'all. But there needed to be a closure scene, even if Phaedra was not going to be back season 10, because it left a gap in the storyline. It left a gap on the continuation of the show, and there was always this elephant in the room. And then it became an issue because people felt as though, well, if Candy's so mad at Phaedra and this and that, like, how long are we going to drag this thing out with Portia? Like that, like it just became all this nonsense, and we did not get a proper closure to the storyline, which led to so much other foolishness, which led to so much other stuff that was going on, and it never got what it needed. Child, why did Carlos King not say anything during that entire segment and decided to say, hey, we're going to switch gears. We're going to switch gears and talk about Stacey from Real Housewives of Potomac. What? And talk about whether or not her and TJ were in a fake, like if she paid him or not or whatever, a full-on discussion. Carlos said nothing during that entire segment. And I wonder if he told Dustin and Claudia Jordan in advance that he wasn't going to say anything, or that he's not allowed to say anything, or that he doesn't want to say anything that's going to make people think or convince them to think, that X, Y, and Z is taking place. And the other thing, y'all, why did Carlos King admit that he consults with some of these reality stars before their reunions to coach them on what they should do? Like, where is Andy Cohen? Where is Andy Cohen? Like a part of the reason a lot of the shows on Bravo are imploding is because really there is a conflict of interest. There is way too much interference. It's like Carlos's big revenge is, let me destroy all of these reality shows on Bravo with all of my bad ideas, with all of my bad suggestions. Let's tank all of these shows because, well, depending on what you listen to, since I'm not back on Bravo, right? Which however you want to interpret that to be. But make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. This is the route that he wants to go. Admitting that he tells people, how they should do these reads and all this and that, what they should say on these reunions and all this and that. And it's just like, when is it going to stop? When is it going to stop? This is why, and even Claudia Jordan called it out, that people are not happy with the direction of reality TV and how it's not the same and how it's too fake to produce. People not showing their real lives. And here comes Carlos King. Here comes Carlos King. Oh, I agree with you, Claudia. As if you're not the main one doing all this shenanigans. So there is that. That is all that I have for this video, because I got something else that I need to talk about that Carlos King said as well in another video. So we're going to put a pin on it on this one. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.